Yeah, there was a lot to choose from this weekend, but his viewpoint stood out to me over the weekend, and his persistent optimism about the global economy, specifically about Europe. He writes that it seems pretty obvious, to him at least, that something of note is on the way when it comes to the European Central Bank and Mario Draghi. He says, I can only assume right now a few I's and T's are being dotted and crossed, and then it will appear. And what Jim does in this note is he folds in his experience here in following such events like the Plaza Accord and all of the G20s. And he says there are some agreements happening behind the scenes. And as he parses through the language of the head of the European Central Bank, he does expect that Mario Draghi will deliver.
So Draghi is laying hints there for a bigger announcement to come, perhaps after the August summer in Europe.
Exactly.
Okay, so Jim O'Neill, optimism reigns there, at least for Europe. I'm looking at the debate between stimulus and austerity. I know this is one of your favorite topics. Arthur Laffer weighs in here, and you can imagine which side he's on, given that he served President Reagan on his Economic Policy Advisory Board. Arthur Laffer writes that government spending does come with debits. All the stimulus to the spending recipients is matched on a dollar-for-dollar basis every minute by a depressant placed on the people who pay for these transfers. He actually puts out a table that shows those countries with largest spending spurts saw the smallest growth in GDP between 2007 and 2009. You could argue that this might be applicable not just to the United States, which he's focusing on, but also to Europe and to Asia.